Okay, so polynomials is our next unit. We will be kind of wrapping up functions, domain, and range, but they'll definitely be incorporated throughout the rest of the year, so we will continue to work on those. So as of right now, a polynomial is a mathematical expression made up of terms, and the terms can have exponents, and the exponents must be whole positive numbers to be considered a polynomial. There's a lot of information that you're going to get in this video. I just want to remind you that you can pause and rewind this video if it goes too fast. So let's start. Here is a math expression. Here's a mathematical expression. We have 4x squared plus 3x minus 7. Okay, so polynomials are described in two major ways. The first way is by the number of terms. So I'm going to say that this polynomial has 3 terms. Okay. Terms are separated by addition and subtraction. So I can look over here and I can say that this is my first term, this is my second term, and this is my third term. Okay. The leading term is the term that's out front. Okay, and we're going to talk about which one gets to be out front as the video goes along. Okay, so here we also have, I know you can't really see because, there we go. The constant term, a constant is a number that doesn't have any variable paired along with it. So in this case, in this polynomial, we have 3 terms. So the terms, again, are the pieces that are separated by addition and subtraction in the polynomial. So here's my first term, my second term, and my third term. The leading term is the term with the largest degree. So we'll get to what degree means in just a minute. I'm sure you're so excited to find out. The constant term is the term that has no variable, like I said before, and it's a standalone number. Okay? If you look here, polynomials have names that are associated with them based on the number of terms that they have. So 3x squared plus 2x minus 7, this has 1, 2, and 3 terms. So this is called a trinomial. Again, 1, 2, and 3 terms separated by addition and subtraction, a trinomial. These guys right here are called binomials because they have 2 terms. So a term here and a term here, a term here and a term here. This is called a monomial, just 1 term, no addition and subtraction, just 1 term. Okay, so polynomials have terms and they have names that are associated with them based on the number of terms that they have. So again, they're described in 2 major ways. Okay, the second way is by looking at the individual terms themselves. So if I look here, the numbers that are paired out front are called coefficients. Okay, so a number that's paired out front with a variable is called a coefficient. So 4 is the coefficient for this term, and we would say that 3 is the coefficient for this term. Okay, and remember 7 is a constant. 7 is a constant. The leading coefficient is the number that's paired with the lead term. Okay, and again, we're going to talk about degree in a little bit, and why does that 4x squared get to be on the outside, right out in front. Okay, so a coefficient, again, the number paired with the variable in the term, and the lead coefficient is the number paired with the variable in the polynomial that has the largest degree. So I have this polynomial, and again, there's that degree word again. What does that mean? Let's figure that out. So polynomials are also categorized by the degree. Okay, so the degree of the entire polynomial is the largest exponent. So in this case, the largest exponent that I have here is 2, okay? So that is the degree of the polynomial. And to write it in standard form, so here's another example. So let's kind of talk about a few things here, okay? First things first, this polynomial is not written in standard form. We're going to talk about that. This polynomial has 1, 2, 3 terms, so we would call this a trinomial. We would call this a trinomial. And to put this polynomial in standard form, we would look here at the largest degree. So this really has an exponent of 1. This has no exponents. This has the largest degree. So to write this in standard form, you're going to write your exponents from largest to smallest. So put your terms, negative 2x squared. Next, I'm going to have plus 5x plus 3. So my largest exponent is out front, and my coefficient is always in the end. So that's a polynomial in standard form. Again, this is a trinomial because it has 3 terms. My coefficients are negative 2 and 5, and I would say that negative 2 is my lead coefficient. My lead coefficient. Okay? If you look over here, this is just kind of an example from what you were given. You have a worksheet that you're going to work on in class. It says, tell whether the following expressions are polynomials. If so, identify the, let's come on over here and highlight this bad boy. Let's identify the degree. Where's my highlighter? Identify the degree and classify the polynomial by the number of terms. Okay, so here, let's check this out. This is not a polynomial because this exponent is not positive. And if I come back up here, let's see. The terms can have exponents. The exponents must be whole positive numbers to be considered a polynomial. So let's come back down here. It's not a polynomial, so I'm not going to move forward here. This guy over here, this is a polynomial, has 2 exponents. They're both whole positive numbers. The degree of this polynomial is the largest exponent, which is 4. So the degree of this one is 4. And classify the polynomial by the number of terms. Here's one term, another term, and another term. It has 3 terms. So this is a trinomial. Trinomial. This guy over here, this is a polynomial, believe it or not. It has 1 term, so I know that it's a monomial. And the degree of the polynomial is 5 is the degree. 5 is the degree. This guy over here is not a polynomial because it has a k. This k prevents this from being a polynomial in that exponent. Okay, so this is number 7 from a worksheet that you're about to work on. I really do encourage you to go back through this slideshow, rewind, pause, write down what some of these definitions are. Remember that this is on YouTube for you to reference later. There's a lot of information that you just gained in this video,